I'm Charlotte, and this is Chatting with Charlotte, where I share conversations, life hacks, and inspirations to help you on your healing journey from childhood trauma. So, yesterday I did a video that was a preview of an upcoming event that will happen on November 12th. And you can look at the link up above to get how to get to that preview, so you can check that out. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it, but it does kind of lead into what I want to talk about today, which is change and learning new things, which is sometimes difficult for survivors because routine and being able to plan for things was an important part of our survival as children, because we wanted in some way to be in control over at least a portion of our lives. And so I wanted to spend a little time on that today, because that's kind of not happened for me this last week. Because, when I did my book launch back in August, there was a glitch, and I did a thing where it didn't broadcast on Facebook. And so as I talked about before, I obsessed about that. And then a couple of other things happened, and I obsessed about those, and I talked about those in some previous videos. But this week, something else happened that I'm having the same kind of reaction to. So for some unknown reason, I decided that I was going to try yet a new thing in terms of broadcasting this event that's happening on November 12th. And I was going to add a different way of broadcasting it. And so I did this preview to test it out. And I didn't do things right. And it kind of was a mess and didn't do what I wanted it to do. So now I'm all obsessing because I've set up the event for the 12th of November to utilize that new thing. And I don't know if it's going to work. So I'm having flashbacks of August where things didn't work, and so I've been kind of beaten up on myself and wondering, why did I do that? And then but I kind of started laughing at myself today, because I realized, okay, you're doing the same thing and you need to stop, because there's ways to figure this out. And if not, just do it the old way. It's not the end of the world, because that works. You've figured that out. And so that was a simple solution to a really very stressful situation that I came across yesterday in my effort to be all creative and stuff. So it's just one example of how just even little things and little changes can derail me. And sometimes, and it is partially because of the way that what things happened to me as a child. And so I thought that maybe this is something that you guys deal with as well. And I just wanted to tell you that the way I dealt with it is I took a step back, and for one thing, I'm talking about it instead of just letting it go in my head. So that would be a first step, is to tell somebody and be able to have somebody tell you, okay, you're overreacting a little bit. Let's back up and figure out how we can manage this. And that's a very simple thing to do. If you don't have somebody that you can do that with, then write it down and just get it out of your head, and just kind of figure out that you don't have to keep letting it play over and over in your head. When something surprises you and is not according to the things that you wanted to do, or the way you thought things were going to go, and it really does help. And I know that's just a real simple little thing that I have talked about before, but I'm trying to be very conversational and real with you guys right now, because I want this to be about the things that happen every single day. I want it to be about what I struggle with, even though I consider myself to be very healthy right now, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. I just feel very content, and I feel like I have the coping skills that I can overcome the triggers that happen. And I just want to give you some hope in that, with a real life, real current situation. So I hope maybe that helps somebody that's struggling with something similar to that today. It reminds you that you can register for that event, Surviving the Holidays, tips for trauma survivors, by going to charlottethomason.com/event. And I wanted to also remind you that my book is available on sale from me, where you'll get a signed copy and a special gift. And it's on sale right now for $14.99, which is like 20% off of the retail price. And you can get that by going to charlottethomason.com slash special offer. It's also available on Amazon, so you can get it there. And if you've read it, please leave a review, because that will really, really help me get my story out to people that need to hear it or will benefit from it. And I look forward to talking to you again. Please subscribe, comment, give me some questions, give me some ideas of what you need to hear from me, because this is your channel and I need to hear from you. So I'll talk to you again soon. Look forward to it, and I hope this was helpful to you. Bye now.